Ah, here we are. We are live. Yes, we are live. Great. Mm, nobody's here. Nobody is here. Nobody. Do a test here, real quick. Give me some weird audio. Do a test here, real quick. Give me some weird audio. Do a test here, real quick. Give me some weird audio. Do a test here, real quick. Give me some weird audio. Okay. All right. Whoa, everybody's popping in. Oh, awesome. Awesome. What's going on? Yardbirds. I'm here, Gramps. Yeah. KP Heathen, Ronnie, CQZV Farmer, CQCV All right, Leslie, give me liberty or debt 577. Yeah, right on, Leslie. Yeah. Eric, still intrigued. I'm here. Mad Shed is all gone. Really? Maybe you're right. I'm coughing up a lung here. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Reflections. Greetings from the Erie Coast, and welcome to Sunday Reflections. This was inspired. I was asking for inspiration, and I got it. So, Ceiling Tree, this one is inspired by you, right? Everything you have will be taken away. Man, it's so true. It's so true. Rabbit Skull. Do I have anything to drink? Here, let's go. Yeah, so hope everyone is doing well on this wonderful Sunday. I am recuperating after my long ass hike. Wow, that was a good walk. I feel good. But I feel tired. I am tired. I have to say that. It's been a while. And yeah, I figured I'd do this live early enough so I can. I got an early morning reveille here. Yep, glad I could help. I think, right? Taken away out of my cold dead hands. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. So there's some historical thing. What's up, Cajun Prepper? How you doing? Good to see you. I know it's hot down south, man. Oh my God, y'all like 80, 90 degrees. Yeah. It feels good here. It actually feels good. The sun is out. I mean, it's not really, I don't know. It's like in the 80s, but it's a tolerable 80. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. You're getting up at 3 a.m. I'm getting up like 4:30, I think. I don't know. We'll see. I have to check my schedule. Yeah, welcome everyone. Everything you have will be taken away. Man, wow. I've talked about this before in Sunday Reflections, and it's happened to me many times. Many times. Crazy weather here. Have some video posted. Wow. Roasting, or I should say boiling with the humidity. Yeah, that's it. The humidity is everything. Wednesday, Friday heat's going to be in the 90s. Wow. Wow, I'm tired. I'm tired already. I'm ready to hit the sack now. Damn. Yes, everything you have will be taken away. I've lost 3 households full of shit. Just gone. Irreplaceable stuff too. Man, I still want my walrus head. Just irreplaceable things, just gone. My DD214s, all of my DD214s gone. Right. I have to actually like go and reapply to get them from other places. if the archive, if they have the archives, uh, just everything I've had, man, gone. Very few things have I kept that have any type of history with me. You know, just a few things. Just a few things from my childhood. My mom's got a lot of stuff. You know, she has been hanging on to things forever. She's lost a lot of stuff. But everything you have will be taken away, either by folly, or by mistake, or what's up, brother Rooster? Lightly toasted midnight looks burnt though. Yeah. We define ourselves. We have this, humans. We accumulate a lot of weird stuff, just junk, just weird shit. I guess there's people that live like a minimalist kind of way. Something to be said about that. I have tried that, by force. Actually, when I had nothing. Daniel Berry, Sports and Highlights. What's going on? But losing things all the time throughout the course of my life has it makes you smarter. You're like, well, maybe I should hang on to this shit. Maybe I should be a little bit smarter, right? Pay my bills on my storage unit, make sure that's paid up so that they don't take everything. And yeah, right, Yardbirds. That's the thing too. When you're dead, everybody's going to get your shit. See, everybody's going to get it. Hopefully. Wow, African tribal masks from the 1900s. Those are cool. Those are badass. Yeah, when you die, either your family and friends get it, or it gets thrown in the trash, or it makes its way into Goodwill. I mean, all that stuff. What's up, Karen? All that sentimental value the weight that we put on our material things. Yeah, you got a will. I mean, my mom she has stuff that's been handed down to her. Oh, that'd be cool. Thank you, Rabbit. Yeah, those are badass. I had some kind of mask. I forget what kind of mask it was. I had all kinds of weird shit. Yeah. I think the only thing I had from Africa was a daishiki. A daishiki that I lost as well. Lost that. But what was I saying? Yeah, when we die, my mom is the worst. She has this list. I mean, she's already got her checklist when she checks out. Of so and so gets this, so and so gets that, so and so gets this. And I asked her, I said, Mom, what if they don't want it? She's like, no, they'll want it because this is so and so, this is great grandfathers, and this is. I was like, well, they don't want it now. So why would they want it, later when you die? Our family is like one of those people, one of those groups that they steal pictures from each other. It's kind of weird. I'm wearing a mat, really, Yardbirds. So I was like, Mom, if nobody wants your stuff, the stuff that people don't want, I'm probably going to throw it away. And she was just like, no. I was like, I'll try to find a place to put it, like maybe Goodwill or something. If think on that lines of, well, if nobody else in your family wants it, then donate it to Goodwill. At least somebody can get some kind of use out of it. But tell you the truth, what's up, JD Prepping? But tell you the truth, most of your stuff is just going to be thrown away. I have no use for any of it. I like that. My family has a rule: if you don't want it, sell it and buy something you need now. And as preppers here, we accumulate a lot of shit. I mean, What's up, Vision Preparedness? Let's go. Yeah. Uh, we accumulate a lot of food, water, medical supplies, ammo, pew pews, all kinds of things, right? And we have to have places to store them, and we it's all just it takes up a lot of space, right? It takes up a lot of space. Imagine all that just disappearing in the middle of the night, you know, or you got to go because the zombie horde, the Chinese zombie horde is coming, and they lay waste to everything and everyone, regardless of how fortified you are, regardless of how many weapons you have. You can't, you can't fight them all. So you got to go. Now you're a refugee. Now you've got your bug out bag. That's it, and maybe a car, right? Think about that. Think about everything that you've ever accumulated in your life, just going all up in smoke, a fire. Everything. Yeah, right. Never take anything in your daily life for granted. I mean, that's a good one too. Yeah. Imagine that a forest fire comes through and wipes everything gone. It just totally consumes everything. Flooding, all the natural disasters, that plague this planet. They happen. Hurricanes, tornadoes, are you gonna, what's up, Frank? Frank Short, what's up? All these things, man. Everything you have will be taken away, right? Even your health can be taken away, right? Cancer happens a lot, right? We grow old, we have ailments, we can't get around anymore. You gotta sell off all your stuff, because you got no job, you got no money, can't work anymore. You're fighting to get on disability, right? Or whatever. You like to pet the ponies. What? Right? I mean, but at the end of the day, it's like you said. I mean, it's your life, right? As long as you got your wife. Well, yeah. I mean, it is. It's hurricane season, right? So, that thing can wreak havoc on all your preps and all your gear and your life in general. I mean, we all remember Katrina, right? And when something like that, like a natural disaster happens, if the government is coming to help, right? The only help you're going to get is relocation. They're not going to move your mom's stuff, that she gave you, that's a family heirloom. They're not going to move any of that. They're not going to save your house. They're going to move you, and they're going to put you somewhere, put you, in a shelter, and you're literally refugee in it. You've got, a bag nasty and, a FEMA camp, right? You got a bag nasty and a card that you can use. Maybe you got your cell phone, for some people, that's all they need, really. I like to do that from time to time, just kind of, get everything out of the way. Get your ass in the tent, shut your mouth, boy. Right? Yeah. I mean, at that point, you're losing. What else is being taken away? Your dignity. Because now you're. What's up, Parkside? Because now you're having to obey orders and live communally, right? And the things that go on in those shelters, man. I mean, it's a lot of graping going on, a lot of theft going on, right? Because you're taking all your money with you, all your value. You're trying to hang on to your valuables, That's pictures and money, all that stuff. Uh, you're keeping it on you. You're keeping it on your rack. So people are getting robbed left and right. People are getting stolen from. Things that they've had for years. Stuff that's been handed down from generation to generation. And you can't take guns in these places either. No. So all that stuff is gone, right? What do you do? What do you do? Hide your stuff. What's up, oops? See, zombie. Yeah, zombie's got a plan. There you go. Zombie's got a plan. Yeah, what's up, oops? Yeah. Oops. Where are you, oops? There you go. Oops. There you go, oops. I knew a guy, and he gave me, what's up, meat puppet? Yeah, I mean, well, a hurricane. I mean, you lost all your guns in a hurricane. What's up? Yeah, they sent me home with a hospice to die. At least told me to settle my estate. Because I still have stuff that nobody wanted. But I mean, everything you have will be taken away. Everything. It happens. It happens. You can guard against that. You can get it. Maybe you get ahead of the curve, ahead of the power curve, and you move everything. Right? You've got a trailer. You've got an 18-wheeler, and you're loading things into this moving truck. I don't know. I mean, I've done that with my mom. I moved her, cross state, kind of, all her shit, moved her, then I moved her stuff, but I mean, do you have that kind of money? It costs money, logistics, relocating with all your stuff, and making sure that your stuff is transportable, like I got a few canning supplies, right? Things I've canned. I'm like, wow, how do I transport this? I did liberate them from storage, but I could lose my job tomorrow. What I'm saying? They could fire me or lay me off, or they go bankrupt. Didn't tell nobody, and I get there and there's a lock on the door. It's like, fuck. What do you do? And that's it. I mean, how am I going to save all my stuff in storage? I'm going to lose it all again. Damn. So I got to go to storage before, before the bill is due, get what I can, right? Get what I can and, set on it somehow. What do I do? I mean, there's been so many times, not three or four times I've lost everything. I mean, I got when I got evicted, and I became homeless, I was able to take the last of my monies and kind of like pay up on my storage unit. And then, I had that storage unit, and the storage unit had all my preps. It had like 5 years worth of food, which really helped out. But I'm out of those preps now. I ran out of those preps, right? Joy, tell that beautiful lady I say hello. All right, take care of yourself, Rabbit. Yeah, I seen you going out there. Rated fireproof for several hours. Yeah, right. Everything you have will be taken away. You get old and decrepit. Nobody wants to see you anymore. Your family doesn't come around anymore. I know a guy. He had a lot of stuff. Had a lot of stuff that went all the way back. He was an old Air Force vet. Worked in White Sands, and when I met him, he had all kinds of shit in his apartment. Throughout the course of months, he just started giving shit away. He gave me a bunch of shit. I'm like, wow, dude, what's going on? He's like, well, I'm checking out soon. You know, I don't need this stuff. All I need is that lazy boy, that blow up mattress, and a case of beer and some doggy treats, right? You know, it's like my sister gets the dog, and I check out. He was like in his 70s. It's like, yeah, I know what's happening. I know it's going. I know I'm going. So just makes it easier. You know, he had an exit strategy. You know, yeah. If you are lonely when you're alone, you are in bad company. Ain't that the truth? Right. You know, the other thing that folks that get sent to prison, man, they lose everything. They lose everything, right? I mean, at prison, you go to jail for a year, you lost everything. You know, you better have a plan. You know, somebody to hang on to your stuff that you can trust for. You know, hang on to all my assets and all my stuff for a year, 2, 5, 10, whatever you're doing. You know, if you're in there for life, man, that's you know, go ahead and sell all my shit and put it in commissary. I mean, you know, put it on my books. You know, that's your life is over at that point. You know, can you imagine that? You know, you come in, and I know people that went to prison. I mean, I worked in a prison. So, what's up, James? You lose everything. You know, there's people that had businesses, homes, cars, they had wives and kids, everything, all gone, everything. You know, after about a year or two, your wife and kids, they just stop visiting, they stop calling. You know, and you're like, well, okay, we've moved on. You know, Jody got a hold of them. You know, they got a new boyfriend, they got a new husband. Your kids have a new dad. Yeah, you lose everything. You lose everything, and for what? You made a bad call. You had a lapse in judgment, or you got framed. You got caught up in some shit. You know, um, yeah. It's when I went to prison. You know, as a prison guard, just listening to everybody, man, just like, oh my god, dude, oh, it's horrible. That's horrible. I'd never want to experience that. You know. Um, so having a lot of stuff. I have the right stuff. The right stuff. Right. I don't. Having just the right amount of gear that I need. It's all I need. Right. I mean, unless what's up, hillbilly? What's going on? Yeah, I was going to talk about homes. Meshtastic. Yes, where it is. All right, Meshtastic. Oh, here we go. Yep. Standing by. Meshtastic. And I got the pickle. Yep. The nodes out. The solar nodes outside. Don't do the crime. Don't do the time. Yeah, absolutely. Yardbirds. Everybody was innocent. I didn't do it. Right? It was one armed man. I'm framed. I'm a victim of circumstance. I mean, imagine having a home. Imagine having a home that you worked hard all your life to pay for and to finally get, and you just start losing. You lose your job. Your health gets bad, right, or whatever, and now you can't make mortgage. I mean, sure, they'll give you time. They'll give you time, but you got a lot of stuff, man. You got a lot of sweat equity on that land, blood, sweat, and tears in that land. You know, and maybe maybe you had kids that could have inherited that stuff. People lose their houses all the time. Foreclosure happens. And it's something I've been looking into. Like, that's what I could buy. Because all you got to do is just take up the payments or make the taxes. You don't pay your taxes, you lose your land. Really? Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to it's hard to keep land, So yeah, losing all that stuff, you put all that money into it, right? And all that gear, all that equipment, your house is your castle, Your land is yours. No, it's not. You can lose it easily, you know, very easily. And people do all the time. Sad. It's sad. I would love to see some type of reform on that, on real estate. I really would. That needs to change. Property taxes and bullshit like that, you know. It just needs to change. It does. Uh, that would be something worth fighting for. That would be. So there's a lot to lose. I mean, everything you have will be taken away. You know, everything. It's all finite stuff. It is. Everything breaks down. Everything breaks. Everything gets destroyed. Everything gets broken down into its, basic fucking building blocks and recycled again. And we do too. When we die, that's exactly what happens. We become worm food and fertilizer, for the daisies, pushing up daisies, right? We become flower food, if you don't own land, you rent land. Owning land went out way back, right, Frank? Yeah, I mean, I would love to see some kind of reform on that. I hear, pray tell, that they're talking about doing away with property taxes here in Ohio and some other states. I'd like to see that. That would be great. But what about what's stopping them from doing it again, right? Oh, we need property tax. We're running out. We're running out of money. Yeah, we're running out of money again. So because we're government and we don't know how to make a budget, so we're going to take your money again. That's what's going to happen. It's going to take our damn money again. They fucking do. Oh, why am I not doing this? Yeah. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yeah, that's better. Nothing is ours, straw man. It's true. It's true. We're just renting. We're just renting, rent to own. Man, look, home. That's homes. What about all these farmers? Man, all these farmers, and we're talking microcosm to macrocosm here. Everything you have will be taken away, even your country. Even your country can be taken away overnight or over a course of decades. Yep, and that's exactly what's happening right now. It's exactly what's happening. Look at Britain. You look at Europe. They have lost their countries. They have lost their identity. The replacement migration has worked, and it's bad. Yeah, killing the farms. I mean, that there's definitely a war on farming. It has been for quite some time. Count Trumpula. I am not from this world. Right on, dude. Right. I mean, I kind of feel that way too. I've talked to some fierce Christians. That think the same way. They're like, hey, I'm here for X amount of years, so might as well make the best of it. Yeah, most farmers can deal in big money but barely stay alive. Yeah, that's right. What's up, Majik? Yeah, but even our country is going by the wayside. Even our country is being taken from us. It is. Even our country. It's crazy. It's crazy. And we allow it. And that's the thing too, is a lot of times we allow our stuff to be taken away. We allow it. We weigh the options and go, you know what? I don't care. Idgaf philosophy, right? Idgaf philosophy. All right, Majid. Yeah, bring me one back too. No, actually, I gotta go to bed here soon. An hour, maybe less. They're taxing. Yeah, they're taxing the hell. What's up, Kanajan? Oh, what's up, Kanajan? How you doing? Everything you have will be taken away, man. Everything you have will be taken away. We have lost our vigilance in this country. I mean, there's some that are still still remain vigilant. But we would live longer without financial slavery. Yeah, right. You know, that was the Norse, the Viking. We are the revolution. I mean, yeah, we could if we could come to some kind of solution. You know, I'd like to see the Sethioprelis, where we just walk away. Like, hey, we're done we're done funding the PDFs that run this country and this world. We're done with you. So we're just going to shun you, right? And we're going to back that up with force. I mean, it's one way. Wow, 5,000, 6,000 cows at work. Good Lord. Thank you very much. Thank you for your steaks and hamburgers. I love steaks and hamburgers. But yeah, everything you have will be taken away. You should never take anything for granted. Tomorrow's not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. People get sick, people die all the time. Natural disasters happen all the time. Oh, you got you a high and tight there, Canagen. Oh, wow. I don't miss those days. Obviously, as you can tell. Yeah, right. Although I have thought about like shaving the sides a little bit. Ghost Lincoln, that's right. Do I look like I give a fuck? Dilly gaff. Yeah. But yeah, even our country, even our sovereignty is in danger of being taken away. It's crazy. Mike Mate's right. I mean, yeah, and so far our government has that the monopoly on violence right now, or the illusion of the monopoly on violence. That's the thing too. But if you get X amount of people, we the people, that say, no, you're wrong there, buddy, and I'll show you. What's up, Hunter? Huntier 25. What's going on, bro? Fish Sticks. What's up, Fish Sticks? Yeah, think about all the things that you've accumulated, throughout the course of the years. Think about all the things you've lost. Think about losing all these things anyway. Because you will. You're gonna lose everything. Hey, wait a minute. Boom. What's up, Mac? I don't know. King Ezekiel here does. Man, that is the question. I don't know. But that's the illusion that they present to us, that they have that monopoly, on what's up, Miss Metal? Oh, everybody's pulling up in here. All right. They do have the jackbooted thugs. They can run a MRAP in the middle of your house at 3 o'clock in the morning and shoot your dog and throw flashbangs everywhere. Methuselah. No, that's not Methuselah. These are not snakes. Yeah, this is not snakes. It's just a lot of hair, a lot of fucking hair. Even this can be taken away. I don't know when I'm going to go bald. I hope I never do, but who knows? Who knows? Body's doing weird shit. Oh all the hair is like, falling off my face and growing out of my nose. I think it's being sucked in and growing out my ears and my nose now. Right? Luckily, I have two beards. Anyway, right? And your health, right? You're talking about your health. It's so hard to keep that going. Yeah. You got a problem with blood? I don't have a problem with it. Me personally, I don't. I don't have a problem right now. But yeah, there's a lot of people that are they rock the bald. But hey, people with bald heads, they got a strong head. They got a good head for it. So I'm jealous as fuck, right? What's up, Kiss Off? How you doing? Day and H. A chia geed, a chia pet, a chia geed, chia. Yeah. now y'all fucking with me. Hey, I've cut my hair before too. I've lost all my hair, quite a few times actually. Chia head. Yeah, everything you have will be taken away. Everything. My hair has migrated to my face. Yeah. Oh God. There it is. Helicopter, helicopter. Right, goes Lincoln. Yeah. But it's something that I know. Something that I know, and we all try to. If we're smart, we can guard against it. Losing all our stuff, right? Losing our health. Like I said, it's you got to keep up with your health. You got to, keep working out, keep eating right, keep getting good sleep, drinking water, that kind of thing. The basics. The older you get, you realize, well, okay, I got to do some extra shit. I got to do some extra work to keep myself healthy. When you're younger, it's easy. You bounce right back. I'm sitting here in pain right now because I figured I'd walk 2 fucking state parks. Why not? That's a great idea. I do feel good, but I feel tired now. I'm gonna have good sleep tonight for sure. But yeah, you can safeguard. You can safeguard against losing all your stuff. Setting caches. Spread loading things. Right, putting something somewhere else off site. Yeah. You got to stretch. Yeah, got to do some stretching. You got to do some. Lift heavy things. Right. I pick up heavy things. I put down heavy things. That's what I do. Right. I got to get started on my wind sprints. Oh God, that's gonna suck. I definitely got to stretch for that one. That's gonna require like 30 minutes of stretching there. Before I even start doing my wind sprints. Even and drink lots and lots of water. But pecan pie gone. Really? Ooh, nice. I could use my stuff as bait, and then have a shit ton of funny booyah. Yeah, I mean, what's up, Camel Carl? What's going on? Yes, I'm here to pump you up. Right. Anyway, working and lurking. Camel Carl, right on, bro. Good to see you. Camel Carl, he's basically living out of his truck, man. Everything he has is in that truck. But yeah, having places off site, having caches, having stuff at other people's houses, like, hey, hold this. Please hold this container for me. Please hold these things for me. You know, it spread loads. You don't have all your eggs in one basket, so that when something happens, you got nothing. You know, you're a straight refugee. You know, you're refugeeing it with a backpack. You're on the proverbial bug out, right? And there you are. So having a backup plan for that, you know. What can you do with X's to? Yeah, I don't know about that one there, Dan. You got X's that keep popping up. That's kind of scary. I hate that. Like, wait a minute, didn't I walk away from you the first time? A crocodile for show. Cat meat for sale, $3 a pound. Yeah, using your stuff as bait, right? You know, and there's a lot of people that have lost family, friends, and loved ones. You know, they're just all alone. No one left, right? You know, it gets to that point. You know, life goes on. Life goes on. You know, you can always make new friends, which is great. Which is what I've done. You know, be family, see y'all in a 0 hour. Okay, all right. Take care. Yeah, what time is that? I'll get off of here. I got to get off of here soon anyway. So y'all can go check out Half-Ass Ready OVP. Please drop the link in the comments. All you blue people out there, drop the links for 0 hour. Please and thank you. Or I could do it. How about I try? Because I have the technology, don't I? 8 p.m. Yeah, okay. 0 hour podcast. Boom. I think I got it. Oh, no, I don't. That's something else. Here we go. Something. I don't know. Is it on Half-Ass Ready's channel? I don't know. Let's see. 5. Okay, yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Got it. Now I just need to get back to my live here and then drop it in chat. Here we go. Got it. See, I know how to do stuff. Yay. Boom. There it is. Did it work? Yes, it worked. Yeah. Just some things to think about, and you know, don't take your shit for granted. Don't take your freedom for granted. Don't take your health for granted. Don't take all your preps and all your hard work and dedication that you've put into everything. You know, it's you worked hard on that. You worked hard on that. So there are ways to. Yeah, I know what. Yeah, that's boom. I got the daps. You're giving me daps, right on, bro. Dap it. Count Truckler. Yeah, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Boom! Look at that. I did it twice. So yeah, I get off here. Y'all check out 0 hour podcast, 0 hour at Half-Ass Ready. Tell them I said hi. I'll be in bed by then. Yeah, I totally will be. So yeah, so thank you all for hanging out with me tonight for Sunday Reflections. I haven't done one in quite some time. Fire in the bowl. Fire in the bowl? Fire in the hole? Fire in the bowl. Ooh. Oh, I see. Right on. Right on. DJ Lewis, what's going on? Worldwide EAS. Oh, okay. So yes, thank you all for hanging out with me tonight for Sunday Reflections. Thank you, Still and Tree, for the inspiration on this one. Thank you all, and have a good night. Skull.